Good evening, everybody, from the St. Louis Park Rec Center as we're underway the JV game between the Moorhead Spuds and the host Benilde Red Knights. Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights just underway here in the first period. No score. Play down in the Red Knight zone, played behind the net and getting tied up is Will Kunka. Sent back the other way. It's loose out front, picked up and brought back the other direction by Brady Gertson. Into the offensive zone, leaving it behind him is Will Thompson as it's sent back down to the near side. Sent back out into the neutral zone. We're picking it up with speed into the offensive zone, taking a shot save. Now onto by Jack Olson, the goaltender. An offensive zone face-off coming for the Spuds. 14-15 to go here in the first period. He's fighting that one toward the back of the net as Mason Baldwin trying to chase it down for the Red Knights. It's loose in the near side corner. It's sent up ahead by Willie Hauer. They're getting knocked off that puck and brought back down to the near side. And as the Spuds send it back into the offensive zone. And playing it back the other direction is Baldwin. It's loose on the far side boards. In the far side corner as Baldwin has it now. Let's bring it through out to neutral ice. So Brent dump it down to the near side and Hauer. It's sent down into the Spud zone for the first time as we're under 13 and a half minutes to go here in the first period. Spuds push it back out to neutral ice. And Caleb Hodges trying to push that one down in, but the Red Knights take possession back in their own zone as they'll take it back out to neutral ice upon the far side boards in front of the Spuds bench. It's Jake Rumman trying to center it, backhanded off the end wall by the Spuds. They'll bring it back up the other direction. Pushing that one down in deep was Caden Carter. As Carter will take a shot that's blocked out front as it caroms out to Charlie Damberg, who will play it off the sideboards. It'll roll all the way down for an icing, and we'll have a face-off back in the Red Knight zone with 12:49 to go in the first period. No score between Benilde St. Margaret's and the visiting Moorhead Spuds. An offensive zone face-off coming. Max Dronin will take it for the Spuds. They'll push the face-off up to the far side boards as Dronin trying to fight it forward. There's a shot that got through to the goaltender, Olson, who makes the save. Comes back around to the near side. Now in the neutral zone. That's Aiden Wallstrom trying to slow it up. Here's a shot that's blocked. It's Logan Lyke who let that one go. The Spuds controlling it in their own zone, trying to get it out to neutral ice. It'll be dumped down to the near side. And Cade Molinen, as it send up into the Red Knight zone. It's played behind the net by Olson. Comes back around to the near side, and now back out into the neutral zone. Slowing that one up and banging it down to the near side of the Spuds. There's a shot blocked. Just trying to drive that one in was Ian Thorstensen. Spoke back the other direction toward the Spuds net. Just poking that one out of there for the Spuds is the goaltender Ethan Miller. Able to hold the zone of the Red Knights. Trying to control it, but having it knocked off with Hauer. It's loose on the far side boards near the Spuds net, and now the Spuds poke it back the other direction. Bringing it the other direction is Franklin. As Franklin works his way down into the offensive zone. He played around to the near side. And then trying to Jonas Spicer broke through there, but he just couldn't handle the puck because he tried to get a rush at the goal. And the Red Knights poke this one back out into the neutral zone. The Spuds, though, back to get it. As Nick Searles will send this one, whether that's Caleb Hodges, will send this one in. Loose in front of the Red Knight net. They'll play it back down to the near side. As Hodges has his shot blocked, it'll trickle back out to neutral ice, where Adam Worth will play it back in deep for the Spuds. 10:20 to go in the first period, no score. Spuds controlling it in the neutral zone and backhanding it back into the Red Knight zone. There are 10 minutes to go in the first period. Played off the near side boards as into the offensive zone is Will Thompson. He got knocked off the puck. Sent back out into the neutral zone. With speed into the offensive zone is Hodges. Hodges trying to go to the backhand but hit the side of the net. Spuds putting on a little bit of offensive pressure here in the first period. Nothing to show for it though. Nothing yet for either team. 9.5 minutes to go in the first period. The Spuds play it now high up in their own zone. They'll back out to neutral ice. This one out of the reach of Worth as it'll go all the way down into the Red Knight zone. They'll have to play it there behind their own net. 9:10 to go in the period as Laird's lining up for a blast that's blocked. It's Christian Thingvold who came free. The shot was blocked with under 9 minutes to go here in the first. The Red Knights able to flip this one up and out of play up into the bench area. Benilde St. Margaret Boys Red Knight Hockey is brought to you by Fortis Academy, training to enhance sports performance. Also brought to you by Merrill Lynch, Diana Brass, your wealth management advisor. This game available on CatholicSportsNetwork.org in partnership with MNHockey.tv. As the Spuds poke this one back out to neutral ice. Red Knights looking to flip it back down into the offensive zone, but the Spuds again, pretty good puck control here in the first period as been played back into the Red Knight zone. Under 8.5 minutes to go here in the first period. No score between Benilde St. Margaret's and the Moorhead Spuds. Lining up for a shot, and that was just missing on that one was Caden Aschheim. Aschheim who had a golden opportunity in front of the net. 8:10 to go here in the first period as the Red Knights able to flip this one back out to neutral ice. Back to get it will be Molinen. He'll throw it back out toward the neutral zone. Molinen will maintain possession of it there. He brings it into the offensive zone, trying to work his way around the defender, Broncala, but he couldn't do it. And again, Moorhead doing a good job of holding the offensive zone as Benilde St. Margaret's able to poke it back out to neutral ice. Spuds reset in their own zone. When played ahead in the direction of Johnny Franklin. And the near side boards as the Red Knights able to poke it back out to neutral into the offensive zone is Dockman, but he comes in offside and will have a face-off with 7:27 to go in the first period. Sure to check out Paulie's podcast each week. You can find it on mnhockey.tv and on the homepage of the CatholicSportsNetwork.org. The Spuds control the face-off, play it back into the neutral zone. Red Knights will play it around to the far side. Poke it back out to the neutral zone. A good job by Franklin to hold that one in, and he got a shot in on goal. Saved by Olsen. Comes back out front, and that one's blocked as Jonas Spicer again with a big shot on goal. Centering feed blocked. It was Franklin who tried to get that one through. Goes back around to the far side. The Red Knights flip it back into the neutral zone. Like a shot from the blue line, that'll go in deep. 6:40 to go in the first period. No score between the Red Knights and the Spuds of Moorhead. And the Red Knights will reset in their own zone. Bring it down to the near side. Oh, good stick work getting around there by Thompson. Thompson just juked that defender out of his skates from the Spuds. With that centering feet intercepted. Spuds looking to bring it back the other direction with Hodges. It'll be sent back into the Spud zone. No under 6 minutes to go in the first. It comes loose out front, but able to be poked out of danger by Franklin as it comes back into the neutral zone. The Red Knights able to briefly gain offensive possession once again, but Moorhead continuing to play very good defense, very good puck control. Caleb Hodges able to poke that one away and send it in deep as it comes out front, and it got through to Olsen, who made the save. I think they were trying to set up for the redirect with Dronin, but he couldn't quite get in front of it, and it just cleanly got through to Olsen. Red Knights in the neutral zone. It's Dockman who poke it up ahead into the corner. Long pass intercepted as they were trying to get that one through to Thingvold on the far side. Thingvold will end up with it. They catch the Knights on a line change. The long pass allowed of the reach of Lucas Fire. The Spuds able to hold the zone. Enters it going to the backhand of Thingvold, and Olsen able to make the save and cover it up. Well, Moorhead continuing to put on some serious pressure. But Olsen able to stand tall there. 4:49 to go in the first period. No score. Loose driving toward Olsen, who tries to dive on it. He couldn't get on it, though. Puck is still loose, and play continues. As that pass goes off the skates of Jake Runman, as it will go back into the area behind the Red Knights net. As the Knights looking to come out with it, trying to poke this one ahead for Damberg as it comes down to the near side. Spuds will send it back in deep. Back to collected behind his own net is Wallstrom. There's a big hit in the corner, and we'll have a penalty coming here against the Spuds. The Spuds able to touch up, and we'll have a first power play of the game coming for the Red Knights here, with 4:09 to go in the first of a scoreless game. Offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. With Thingvold, who takes the penalty for the Spuds. Loose in the face-off circle, poked up into the corner, played around to the near side. It's back into the neutral zone. The Red Knights trying to control it on their side of the neutral zone. Now they will bring it into the offensive zone. Set up behind the Spuds net. Took it back up high, went in for a long shot through traffic. It's loose, backhand shot, save! By the goaltender Miller. Now the goaltender starting to get involved in the action. Both goaltenders making really great saves in the last couple minutes as off the face-off, the Spuds bring it back out to neutral ice. They'll play it off the far side boards all the way down. Minute 20 to go in the Benilde St. Margaret's power play. Christian Thingvold, the guilty party for the Spuds. Will be shorthanded for the next minute 10 as into the offensive zone again come the Red Knights. Good shorthanded defense being played on this power play kill. That pass a little bit out of reach of Thompson, who played up into the far side corner. They hold the zone. There's a shot through traffic that's blocked out front. It's still loose in front of the goaltender. Now swept out by the Spuds all the way down for another clear. 40 seconds to go in the power play. 2:44 to go in the first period. No score. In the offensive zone is Thompson. take it back. Playing it around back into the near side corner, is unable to knock that one down. Was Thorstensen, and now it's back in the Red Knight zone. 12 seconds in the power play. 2:20 in the period. No score. Yeah, the Spuds will get one last clear, and that'll do it for the power play. The Red Knights got those two great shot opportunities. The Spuds back at full strength. Under 2 minutes to go here in the period. Come back down to the near side. We're trying to push that one ahead with Sam Ryan. It's loose in the Spud zone. He's picking it up, trying to send it the other way. It's Dronin. He'll send it into the neutral zone. And then sent on ahead by Caleb Hodges down into the corner. Minute 30 left in the period. Spud's able to hold the zone. The Red Knights able to poke it away into the offensive zone with some speed. Trying to drive toward the net was Dockman, who had it eventually knocked off. The Spuds play it back around to the near side. That one almost intercepted, but the Spuds able to maintain possession. That was Baldwin who came flying in, almost a disastrous sequence for the Spuds. Minute to go here in the first. Sent back out into the neutral zone. The Red Knights will play it behind their own net up into the corner. Spuds take it away. There's a shot saved by Olsen. As Dingvold is making his presence known once again for the Spuds. 39.6 to go in the first. No score between the Moorhead Spuds and the Benilde St. Margaret Red Knights. We're watching JV hockey here on the Catholic Sports Network. An offensive zone face-off for the Spuds coming. Spuds again control the face-off. The shot that's blocked by Cade Mullinen. In the near side corner. "20 seconds left in the period. It's loose behind the Red Knight net, played around by the Knights, under 10 seconds to go. Long pass through the neutral zone. Let's go all the way down for an icing, and we'll have a face-off back in the Red Knight zone. 4.3 seconds to go in the first period. No score. Period, as you could say, was arguably better played by the Spuds, but neither team able to find the back of the net. Still 4.3, so something conceivably could happen here if Moorhead able to get everything to go their way. So a shot off the face-off into Olsen. Go up into the corner as the first period comes to an end here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center. No score between the Red Knights and the Spuds from Moorhead. You're watching JV hockey here on the Catholic Sports Network. Take an intermission and come back in a few minutes. Hi everybody, welcome back as we start the second period between Benilde St. Margaret's and the Moorhead Spuds. No score after that first period, a period of play where Moorhead looked very strong. Fortunately couldn't find the back of the net. Well, fortunately for the Red Knights, you could look at it that way as well, as pushed back into the Spuds zone where the Spuds again, as they have so often, will control the puck there. Spuds who controlled the puck very well in that first period as the Red Knights have it in the neutral zone. It pops up on the near side, far side rather, in front of the bench area. And the Spuds will push it down to the near side and sent up ahead by Kai Holm. As Holm tried to take it away at the blue line, it'll end up coming in offside, and we'll have an early face-off. 14:28 to go here in the second period. No score between the Spuds and the Red Knights. Neutral zone face-off. And the Spuds able to push this one ahead as Holm, as he got tied up. Holm driving toward the net as the net will be knocked loose as Holm collided with Charlie Johnson of the Red Knights. Another face-off coming here. 14:21 to go in the second period. The Spuds again control the face-off. They'll kick this one up high as the shot ends up going wide. The stick of Mollinen. The Red Knights unable to clear the zone initially. Now they are able to push it back out to neutral ice. Sent down to the near side as Holm trying to work his way around a couple of Red Knights. Couldn't quite do it as it's played up into the bench and out of play. And we'll have a face-off with 13:58 to go in the second period. No score between the Red Knights and the Spuds. We're watching the junior varsity angle of the varsity game coming up next. Offensive zone face-off once again coming for the Spuds. Lucas Fire will take the face-off for the Spuds. It's controlled by Moorhead. This one sneaks through. Fire couldn't quite catch up with the rebound. It ends up in the near side corner. Kick it back out to Luke Miowen. It comes out to the far side boards. Red Knights trying to play in front of their own net. Moorhead again with some really good pressure in the offensive zone. The Red Knights will play it, and it's able to be held in by the Spuds momentarily. Now poked back out to neutral ice. A lot of time being spent down in that Red Knight zone. Well, the bulk of the first period went, and how looks like things are going to go here in the first couple minutes of the second period as it's again in the neutral zone. Red Knights play it down to the near side. Picked up by the Spuds, banked off the near side boards. The Red Knights push it down into the corner. Owen will send this one up to the far side. Red Knights will possess in their own zone. With Logan Like trying to play it up ahead. Knights will have to reset again in their own zone as this long pass is sent back the other way by the Spuds. They played off in front of the bench area. As Adam Worth tracks it down. Worth into the neutral zone. Worth bounces it ahead. Worth trying to battle toward the net, but he got tied up at the last moment by Baldwin. It's played up into the corner. Kicks back out. Spuds, though, maintaining the offensive zone. Goes back around to the near side. Into the neutral zone and sent ahead. Played around. Caden Carter sends it off the far side boards. Play it off in front of the bench area. Tracking it down in his own zone will be Broncala. 12 minutes to go here in the second period. Still no score between the Red Knights and the Spuds. The centering feed might have gotten through to Thompson, but it might have been off the side of the net or saved. There's a long shot that goes well wide. It will be held in by Broncala. Play played around in front of the Red Knight bench. Red Knights pushing it back the other way into the offensive zone. Ripping a shot save by Miller. Well, Thompson beginning to establish himself as a major presence on the ice in this one thus far. 11:25 to go second period. Offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. Haven't had a whole lot of those thus far in this game. Off the face-off, push up to the far side boards. Driving his way into the middle with a shot again, saved by Miller. Ethan Miller, the senior goaltender. Face-off loose in the circle. Poked up into the far side corner. Right back in front of the bench area. Went out for a long shot through traffic again that got through to Miller, who made the save with the pad. Here come the Spuds the other way into the offensive zone. Unable to control that one was Aschheimer. He might have had an opportunity driving toward the net. There was a long shot from the point. That one goes wide, comes down to the near side. And the Red Knights will bring it back into their offensive zone. In the corner. Spuds looking to take it away. Kind of collided with each other. May have delayed the exit or made it a little more difficult. That one intercepted. Brady Gertson. It'll be played around to the blocked. That comes back around into the near side corner. Spuds will push it up the other direction. Aschheim, someone got in front of him as he tried to push it ahead. As the Red Knights bring it back into the corner as the wraparound attempt. Sent back up into the far side corner. Kicks back out to the blue line, able to be held in. Long shot, second chance, just pushed wide. Yes, the net comes off. And the best offensive zone pressure of the evening for the Red Knights, almost resulting in getting the Knights on the board. We'll have another offensive zone face-off with 9:57 to go here in the second period. Still no score between the Spuds and the Red Knights. Face-off in the corner. It comes loose, and the Spuds eventually will poke it the other way into the neutral zone. As Holm was knocked off the puck, he tried to gain the blue line. Red Knights now with it in their own zone. They'll throw it out to neutral. It trickles away. Well, the Spuds trying to push it back into the offensive zone. Holm with a long shot save. Well, it was Franklin, and he showed a little bit of frustration, feeling like he missed one there. .9:31 to go here in the second period. Still no score. Offensive zone face-off for Moorhead. The Red Knights bring it back the other way into the offensive zone. That shot was blocked. It was Lyke who let that one go. Was Lyke able to hold the zone on the other end? Centering feed, and it's blocked by the Spuds into the behind the net. Look back out to the point in front of the Red Knights bench. And just out of the reach of Lyke down on the near side. As 3 players go down, penalty coming against the Spuds. As Miller touches up, and we'll have a power play coming with 8:40 to go. The Red Knights will get their second. They're 0 for 1. Well, it looked like a trip perhaps, or just a little bit of roughing. It'll be Holm who takes the penalty. Off the face-off, controlled by the Red Knights. Red Knights controlling. They'll kick it back up to the point. Ryan will play it down to the near side. As Gertson circles. Gertson with a shot into traffic. That one might have gotten through to Miller. As Ryan able to hold the zone. Centering free, they score off the power play. It was Aiden Wallstrom who had that puck just find him, and he let it rip, and the Red Knights take the first lead of the game. It's 1-0, 8:08 to go here in the second period. Face off, still loose in the center circle, now kicked back toward the Red Knight zone. Spuds able to keep it down in the offensive zone briefly. It was a good job with that stick by Jonas Spicer as he single-handedly held up the Red Knights from exiting the zone as it comes back down into the Spud zone. So the Spuds kind of threw the kitchen sink. With the goaltender Olsen, but I couldn't get anything past him, and now the Red Knights finally able to take advantage of that, and they take the lead at 1-0. A little bit more than halfway through the second period. 1-0, Red Knights with the lead. Thank you for joining us here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org and MNHockey.tv. We have a penalty coming again here. Again, it's going to be the Spuds. It's Spicer who takes the penalty as he's very frustrated entering the box. So an offensive zone face-off coming for the Red Knights. As the Red Knights send it back to the point, able to be held in nicely at the blue line. Setting up in front of their bench, kicks it down to the near side with Johnson. Johnson still with it. He surveys, now he moves toward the middle. It's to Thompson. Thompson with it. Flip back up to the point on the far side in front of the Red Knights bench. That shot tipped wide. 6:35 to go in the second period. 1-0 Red Knights with the lead. The centering feed finds nobody, goes all the way to the far side boards. Red Knights, though, able to maintain possession. Kala gives it back to Wallstrom. A shot through traffic that goes wide off the end boards. It'll carry all the way around in front of the Red Knights bench. And Kala looking, work it back out. Play it into the corner. 6 minutes to go in the second period. It's 1-0 Red Knights with the lead. A shot through traffic. This one does find Miller. He'll hold on. Now, that first period was not conclusively dominated by Moorhead, but they certainly had the better of the play, and now the script shifting here in the second period. As Moorhead did get off to a good start again here in the second, but the Red Knights quickly taking over the momentum as Moorhead gets a clear off the face-off. 35 seconds to go here in the period, or the power play rather, 5:43 in the period. And Spud's able to clear this one back down. It's Ryan trying to send it down to the near side, and Hauer. Hauer gets it back. Going to get it down to Dockman. We'll play it back out in front of the bench. Shot through traffic that got through one of the defenders for the Spuds. Will Infeld tipped it away. Red Knights controlling in the neutral zone as that pass intercepted. Spuds trying to push it back into the Red Knights zone. The Knights will possess it there. Power play over. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Is whiffing on that shot are the Spuds, and the Red Knights with speed back into the offensive zone with Like. Lake trying to set up the backhand pass, but it's intercepted by the Spuds, and it's flipped out into the offensive zone. Is Holm on the drive, tried the backhander like almost between his legs, and the goalie able to hold on to it. Olsen wasn't quite sure what that shot was. It was kind of maybe a little bit fancier attempt than needed be, and Olsen able to hold on to it. 4:40 to go in the second period. Offensive zone face-off for the Spuds. Kicks back out up high. There's a shot through traffic that's blocked, and Karams back out into the neutral zone. Spuds back to pick it up there. Carter got knocked off the puck. And Carter will get it back now. And Carter into the offensive zone, trying to sneak this one through for Fire. Poked back out into the neutral zone as the Spuds forced to vacate. 4:10 to go in the second period. 1-0 Red Knights. As Runman sends this one in deep. The battle behind the net for the puck on the end boards. It's poked down into the corner. Spuds 3-on-2 at the blue line. Oh, what a pass. There's a shot. They score! Lucas Fire, who took that nice backhand pass, and he had a clear shooting lane in front of him, and he ties this game at 1. Now, Moorhead, we talked about, they had all kinds of opportunities early on and couldn't capitalize on them. And they're finally able to wrist one past Olsen, and this game is tied with 3:40 to go here in the second period. It's off the face-off, controlled by the Red Knights. With Lake, will kick it back into the defensive zone. Ryan, back to Lake. Lake speeds into the offensive zone. He'll take a shot that'll go high over the net. As the Spuds trying to poke it ahead, they will get it into the neutral zone. And we're back out to neutral ice. This one sent in deep by Ryan as it'll work its way around to the far side, where Gertson is on the behind the net. Spuds bring it down to the near side. Vingvold will send this one up top. It's out of reach. Michael Overbo. That's Vingvold, sends this one ahead for Cleveland. Two and a half minutes to go in the second period. There's a shot that'll might have been saved by Olsen. It's held in by the Spuds. Centering feed get tied up, and the Red Knights able to clear it back out. As the Spuds catch the Knights on a line change. There's a shot. Loose still in front of Olsen, who dives on it eventually. A little bit of pushing and shoving after that one. 2:08 to go in the second period. 1-1. Red Knights and the Spuds. An offensive zone face-off coming for Moorhead. Moorhead looking to take some of that momentum back, and now they will get their first power play. With Charlie Johnson heading to the penalty box. Red Knights 1 of 3 on their power play attempts thus far. The first one for the Spuds. Moorhead controls the face-off, working it around their net. Will play it off the end boards, and coming out with it are the Spuds. It's poked up into the corner. Spuds maintaining possession. They'll play it down into the near side corner. There's a shot from the point that got through to Olsen, who makes the save. Moorhead again showing some really good offensive zone pressure thus far on this power play as that centering feed was disrupted. Get this one back up high. Oh, and there's a shot in the one-timer that's saved by Olsen, sent back down to the corner. The Spuds unable to hold. Well, they'll be back to pick it up in their own zone. 1:10 to go in the second period. 1 minute in the Spuds power play. In the offensive zone is Fire, who just had the goal for the Spuds a minute ago. This one taken away. Breakaway attempt for Gertson. Gertson, save, second chance. Wow. As Gertson had the open net on the second backhand attempt, and somehow Miller was able to hold it out. Miller was flat on his stomach. No, an offensive zone faceoff. As Gertson on the breakaway did everything right except put it in the net. .45 seconds in the period, 35 seconds in the power play now for the Spuds. Into the offensive zone with Mullinen. He'll get it behind him. Backhand wraparound attempt, rather, my apologies. 20 seconds to go here in the period. Back out to the point. Up high, there's a shot through traffic that's blocked and poked up into the corner. 10 seconds in the power play. 15 seconds in the period. The Red Knights able to drive it back into the offensive zone. Power play over, under 10 seconds to go in the period. There's a long shot that's blocked. The second period comes to an end. Each team able to tally one, and some really impressive saves made by both goaltenders, Miller and Olsen, here in the second period as well. So we'll go to the second intermission. This game brought to you by Fortis Academy, training to enhance sports performance. Merrill Lynch and Diana Brass, your wealth management advisor. Of course, CatholicSportsNetwork.org in partnership with MNHockey.tv and Paulie's podcast. You can find it on MNHockey.tv and on the homepage of the CatholicSportsNetwork.org as well. We'll go to the second intermission. Watching the Spuds and the Red Knights JV 1-1 at the second intermission. We'll be back. Welcome back as we get the third period underway between Benilde St. Margaret's and the visiting Moorhead Spuds. A game tied at 1. A thrilling second period that saw each team put up a goal, but thrilling saves on both sides by both goaltenders as well. We'll have an icing and an early face-off here coming down in the Red Knight zone. 14:51 to go in the final period. As Max Dronen will take the face-off for the Spuds as he's able to hold in control. And it's the one-time blast off the face-off. It was Grant Fresh who wound up for that one. Fresh will play it off the far side boards. It'll work its way back around to the near side. 14:35 to go in regulation. This game is tied at 1. And as the Red Knights play it off the far side, or near side boards rather. Dragging it down in his own zone. It's Mullinen loose in front of the net, and the Spuds able to come away with it. With speed into the offensive zone is Franklin, but can he catch up to it? He's able to poke it away and able to hold the offensive zone for the Spuds. It's Franklin trying to fight his way through. Franklin ends up with the puck once again after Worth lost it. With a long shot through traffic that got through to Miller, who made the save. It was Geertsen who left it behind him. Flip down into the offensive zone for the Red Knights. Getting knocked off that one was Franklin. 13:30 in regulation, 1-1 tie game. The Red Knights controlling in their own zone, looking to bring it back through neutral. With speed into the offensive zone is Hauer. Hauer will play it behind him. With the Spuds trying to poke it out of their zone, and they can't quite do it. Centering feed, and they score! Hauer, a recipient on the near side as he beat the goaltender Miller, who couldn't turn around quite fast enough. 2-1 Red Knights. So the Red Knights able to grab the lead for the second time here in the third period. About to go under 13 minutes left to play. Spuds 2-on-1 into the offensive zone, and a nice job to get in front of that one by Baldwin to disrupt the 2-on-1 attempt. Spuds, though, still control in their offensive zone. This one will be kicked back out to Luke Gramer. Gramer shot through traffic. Second chance shot wide. It's poked up into the corner. 12.5 minutes in regulation. 2-1 Red Knights with the lead. Poked up into the corner. And the Red Knights will come out with it. 1-on-2 at the blue line. Now the Red Knights will change. It'll be held in at the blue line by Baldwin as the Spuds throw it the other way. That's Kramer. Up into the corner. 12 minutes to go in regulation. We'll come back around to the near side. Baldwin. Play it up ahead for Runman. Spuds, though, able to take it away. Here's Spicer. Spicer to the backhand. And wasn't quite able to get the glove on it. So play continues. There's a shot through traffic well wide. As Mullinen wound up. 11:30 to go. Played around to the near side. Again, the Spuds able to hold. Shot through traffic. Second chance, they score! And the Spuds answer, and they have tied it up with 11:16 to play. It's Jackson Score who caught up to that rebound. Well, actually, they're going to give the credit maybe to Spicer. Nonetheless, it's a tie game once again. 11:16 remaining in regulation. Face-off still loose in the circle. It's poked down to the near side. Spuds poke this one ahead. It's Carter who sends it in deep. A big hit down in the corner. A loud collision with the boards. 11 minutes to go. Loose in front, and the Red Knights able to push it back through the neutral zone. It's Thorstensen sent it in too deep, and we'll have an icing and a face-off back in the Red Knight zone. 10:47 to go in regulation. Offensive zone face-off for Moorhead. Trickles back out. Thought about winding up for the shot, but thought better of it. Was Meowen as it comes back out into the neutral zone. Flip down deep into the corner. The Red Knights gain the offensive zone. Getting knocked off the puck behind the net was Thompson. It's a clear attempt was blocked, and there's a long, rather a wild shot sent wide by Thorstensen. That'll be sent wide of the net. As we will go under 10 minutes to play. A long shot that was saved by Miller. Spuds will poke it behind their net. Play it around to the near side. Bank back the other way, Red Knights. It's Geertsen. Centering feed. The Red Knights maintaining possession as the net, I think, might have come loose again. The net just coming loose enough for the play to be stopped. 9.5 minutes in regulation. Face off to the right of Miller. It's played around to the near side. As Thompson or Geertsen got tied up, there's a long shot that'll be tipped wide. And the Spuds able to poke it back out to neutral ice. Nice play there by the Spuds to gain the offensive zone, and there's a shot wide. Second chance hits the side of the net. Able to catch up to that one was Frisch, and he had an open net if he had a better angle at the shot. 8:45 to go in the final period. 2-2 tie game. As Franklin floats it up the near side boards. Red Knights will play it deep in their own zone. So this one catches up to the Knights who were changing on the ice. I think it got through to the second man of the three who were coming on as the Spuds unable to clear the zone. Continuing on the far side boards. That one pushed wide down into the near side corner. Here come the Spuds into the offensive zone. With Kenny Boney. Banked off in front of the bench. 7:50 to go in the final period. Floated back out into the neutral zone. Down to the near side as it's played off into the offensive zone. And we'll go for an icing and we'll have a face-off back in the Spud zone. 7:33 to go in regulation. 2-2 tie game. Face off to the left of Miller. Continuing down in the near side corner. Far side corner. And the Spuds the other way with speed into the offensive zone. Getting knocked off that puck and trickles back around to the near side. And it's Thompson trying to. Here come the Spuds into the offensive zone with numbers. If they can hurry, they'll slow down to set things up. Here's Thingvold with a shot, and he scores. Christian Thingvold gives the Spuds their first lead of the game with 6:52 to go in regulation. We talked early on about all those chances that the Spuds had in the first two periods, and now have the lead for the first time under 7 minutes to go. The Spuds again control the face-off. They play it up the near side boards down into their offensive zone. Red Knights will whack it around, and the Spuds unable to hold it in, but it'll go all the way down for an icing, and we'll have a face-off back in the Red Knight zone. 6:38 to go in regulation. And the Spuds with their first lead at 3-2. Face off to the right of Olsen. Controlled again by the Spuds. Long shot. Olsen slides over to make the save. 6.5 minutes to go. Play it down to the near side boards. Battle continuing in front of the spectators here at the St. Louis Park Rec Center, as the Spuds will come out with it in front of the Moorhead bench. He flipped up ahead. As Worth trying to knock it down. Worth eventually will regain possession, but he'll be knocked off the puck as he entered the offensive zone. 5:55 to go in regulation. Spuds able to hold the zone on the clear attempt. There's a long shot gloved by Olsen. He'll hold on. 5:51 to go. Off the face-off. That shot blocked. Loose up in the far side corner. Geertsen through center ice. He'll throw this one in deep down into the near side corner. It trickles its back out toward the blue line. Geertsen again down in the corner. He's opposed by Frisch. The battle continuing in that near side corner. It works its way out. Spuds trying to take it away and clear the zone, but they couldn't quite do it. Another battle along the near side boards. With 4 players jabbing away at it. And the Red Knights come out with it, and there's a shot that got through. That was Dockman who took that long shot that was saved by Miller. Under 5 minutes to go, 4:52. Spuds able to poke it out to neutral ice. They'll gain the offensive zone. Yes, Worth gets tied up on the far side boards. Spuds will come out with it, though. Centering feed sneaks through down to the near side, and Frisch. Frisch gets it back to Franklin. Franklin, though, got knocked off the puck. The Red Knights unable to clear. Down to Frisch, who will take a shot saved by Olsen. Frisch able to hold the zone. Another shot. I think that might have been saved by Olsen as well. The Worth shot goes wide. About to hit the 11-minute mark. 4 minutes left to go. It's loose in front of the net. Taken away by the Spuds. Turnaround shot. That was blocked. The Red Knights trying to clear it out. They can't. Frisch holds it in once again. And the one-timer setup for Dronen as he whiffed on it. The Spuds again able to control the zone. There's a shot through. It'll sneak down to the near side. And the Spuds right now just look like a team that's hustling after every puck just a little bit more as the Red Knights able to clear, but that'll be an icing. Face-off coming back in the Red Knight zone with 3:29 to go. And Old St. Margaret Boys Red Knight Hockey is brought to you by Fortis Academy, training to enhance sports performance. Merrill Lynch, Diana Brass, your wealth management advisor. Of course, this game available on CatholicSportsNetwork.org in partnership with MNHockey.tv. Be sure to check out Paulie's podcast each week. You can find it at the MNHockey.tv website and on the homepage of the CatholicSportsNetwork.org. There's 3:15 left to go here in regulation. As the Spuds poke it down into the near side boards. Poke back down into the Spud zone, and all that time that was spent down in the Moorhead offensive zone. 3-2, Moorhead with the lead, 2:45 to go. A long shot through traffic, that's blocked as it trickles out toward the near side, and again, the Spuds the first to catch up to it. They'll play it out through neutral ice. 2.5 minutes left to go. Back down to the near side. Spuds into the offensive zone with Hodges. Now up into the corner. Trickles its way toward the Red Knight net. The Spuds throw this one through neutral ice. They'll poke it again down into their offensive zone. Driving toward Olsen. Olsen makes the save, but the net is knocked loose. Exactly 2 minutes left to play. Three to two. The Spuds, who took the lead here about midway through the third period. And a penalty against the Red Knights, so a critical late penalty. It's Thorstensen who takes it. And the Red Knights might finish the rest of the game shorthanded. Not good news, trailing by one. We're under 2 minutes to go. Spuds again control the face-off. One of the common themes of the night is Moorhead just controlling the pace of play, and just as I say that, now Moorhead will take a penalty and we'll go back to even strength. It'll be Miowen who I think got hooked up with one of the Red Knights players. It will be 4-on-4 the rest of the way, maybe. And an offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. And they control the face-off to kick it out back up high. And the Thompson on the near side to try to center it, and the shot by Geertsen was saved. Minute 40 remaining in regulation. Kicks back out off the face-off, a shot that goes wide. It works its way back out. Red Knights maintain the offensive zone pressure. Now taken away by the Spuds. Back the other way and then getting knocked off the puck was Fire. Still loose in front of the bench area. Kick back down to the near side and Frisch as the Spuds will gain the offensive zone. Fire will go to the ice. 1:10 to go in regulation. 3-2, Spuds with the lead. There's Thompson into the offensive zone. He loses the puck as he tried to work his way through a couple of defenders. Under a minute to go. There's a shot. Diving on it is Miller. 53.7 remaining, an offensive zone face-off coming. 4-on-4 for the next minute 7 remaining in the power play, or the 4-on-4 situation, but 53.7 on the clock. Timeout taken here by the Red Knights. We'll take one quickly as well. You're watching the Catholic Sports Network coverage. Coming out of the timeout, offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights. 50 seconds and counting to go. Red Knights will carry it around their net. 4-on-4. That shot is blocked. Kicked down to the near side, shot through traffic. That one will sneak through everything. Be able to be held in by the Red Knights in front of the Moorhead bench. 30 seconds to go. Kick back up into the corner. Back up high, winding up for a shot is Hauer. That one saved. Rebound. Just pushed wide on the second chance. 15 seconds to go. No, 10 seconds. Empty net for the Red Knights. There's a shot high. 5 seconds to go. Turnaround shot. And they're going to declare that one dead. I think that was called before the net was knocked loose, so maybe a little bit preemptive of the officials to blow that one dead. We'll have another offensive zone face-off for the Red Knights with 4.2 to go. The last chance coming for the Red Knights here. Face-off driven toward the net. One is blocked, and we come to the end of the game as the Spuds defeat the Red Knights 3-2 in the JV matchup this evening. You're watching the Catholic Sports Network coverage of Benilde St. Margaret boys hockey. We'll have the JV coming up in about a half hour. Stay tuned.